What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is NonPFIXION. This is Ready Set Geek, and it's a reaction video, but this was a special request from one of our subscribers. They knew that I was on Twitch for a couple years. They sent me this video and wanted me to check it out and also do a reaction to it. So this video is called Twitch Won't Exist in 7 Years. The video says the self-sabotage of a live streaming empire. Pretty interesting. Being that I've been on there for several years, I kind of have an idea where some of this stuff is going to go. Just to look into the description itself, it says, let me see. So the first thing is a promo, but the second thing is the title of this video is basically stolen from @moon-real. They make amazing content, so go check out their channel. This channel is Patrick CC, as in when you CC yourself on a email. Regardless of that, let's get into it. All right. Start that over.
Twitch has been on a steady decline for the past 2 years, and they have no idea how to fix it. They are potentially losing hundreds of millions of dollars per year, laying off hundreds of employees, banning some of their most important creators.
What's crazy is Twitch, ever since Amazon bought it, I don't think they've ever made a profit.
Implementing useless features and are constantly proving how little they know or care about the live streaming community. Twitch has been the biggest live streaming platform for the better part of a decade, but there is some competition on the horizon. Although it wouldn't take much for YouTube to put Twitch out of their misery, it's very likely that their collapse will come from their own self-sabotage. First and foremost, Twitch's financial stability is confusing, and although they reported $2.8 billion in revenue in 2022, it's unclear how much of that, if any, was profit. However, there are a lot of implications that suggest the company is struggling to be in the green. Twitch's 4 ways of making money are through subscribers, who pay $5 a month to get an ad-free experience, as well as other small benefits. In-app purchases, which include bits, a digital currency that users can purchase to donate to streamers. Partnerships with brands and sponsors, and of course, the number one, advertising. We don't know how many total paid subscribers there are.
If you are on Twitch and you've never bought bits, don't buy bits. Just donate to the streamer directly to their PayPal, to their coffee account, to their any of their accounts. Just donate directly to them. Don't donate through Stream Elements unless that's all they have, or Streamlabs unless that's all they have. But if they have a Cash App, send it to their Cash App. I would even say don't even buy subs. I'll be honest with you. Send it straight to the Cash App. If you know, just put yourself on an alarm yourself every month to send them $5 or $4.99, because at least they'll get the 100% of the money. And I know it's probably weird to say that, but in the longevity of a thing, it makes more sense to send it straight to them, because Twitch, they're jilting their creators 100%.
Are on Twitch. I did find this metric from Stream Hatchet that says in April of 2021, Twitch had 8.7 million subscribers, where 43% of them were Amazon Prime subs. A Prime subscriber is someone who gets an ad-free experience for $0 since they already have an Amazon Prime membership, because Amazon owns Twitch. Therefore, Twitch doesn't make any money on that sub. In fact, you could argue they're losing money since viewers are paying $0 and not getting ads, and Twitch has to pay creators $1 and some change for that Prime sub. Anyways, this graph indicates that in the month of April, Twitch had 4.7 million paid subscribers, times $5, which is 23.5 million, times 12 months average, which would be about $282 million in sub revenue in 2021. But Twitch on average receives between 30 and 50% of that money, because for affiliate streamers, Twitch takes 50%, or $2.50 of
also 2020, 2021, and I want to say going to the beginning part of 2022 kind of were anomaly years because of the panorama. So because so many people were at home, so the number of viewers, number of streamers ballooned in 2020, 2021, 2022. I think it's starting to come back down now. I don't know what the numbers are, but I know in 2020 and 2021, because I was over there every day streaming, it was crazy. It was crazy.
The $5 subscriber price, and for partners, they take 30%, or $1.50 of the $5. So if we favor the high end of 50%, that would equal $141 million in subscriber revenue that goes to Twitch. But if Stream Hatchet's estimation of Twitch only having 4.7 million paid subscribers per month is wrong, and they actually have around 10 to 20 million paid subscribers per month, that would bring Twitch's cut between $300 and $600 million per year. Some people argue that Twitch taking a 50% cut of sub revenue is just an act of greed, because most of their money comes from advertising. Now, $141 to $600 million is nothing to scoff at, but compared to $2.8 billion, I could see why people make the claims. However, it seems like Twitch needs this money to keep their business from failing. According to a blog post in November 2022, where Twitch president Dan Clancy, who is now the CEO, announced that creators who make over $100,000 in sub revenue will no longer get their 70-30 split. It will go down to 50-50, and over time, all creators will split the sub revenue 50-50 with Twitch. Why? Well, because it's too expensive to run Twitch. Delivering high definition, low latency, always available live video to nearly every corner of the world is expensive. Using the published rates from Amazon's Web Services Interactive Video Service, or IVS, which is essentially Twitch video, live video costs for a 100 CCU streamer who streams 200 hours a month are more than $1,000 per month. Now, what they said here is very misleading. If you want to start your own live stream platform, you can pay for Amazon IVS, or basically Twitch's infrastructure. The problem with Dan's statement here is there is simply no way Amazon is charging Twitch the same rate that anyone else would be charged for using IVS. Why wouldn't Amazon do that? Well, again, because Amazon owns Twitch. Amazon would charge me or you $1,000 per month to deliver HD live video to 100 concurrent viewers at 200 hours a month, but they likely charge Twitch at least 50 to 90% less than that. In fact, nobody has any real idea of how much it costs to run Twitch. Obviously, you have employee compensation with thousands of employees, but more importantly, billions of dollars per year in energy costs to maintain those servers and deliver perfect quality on-demand streaming all over the world at any given moment. And although we don't know those costs, we can pretty safely say that taking a higher percentage from their partners is not going to cover the expenses. Now, regarding how much Twitch makes from bits, it's unclear, but I'm sure most streamers can agree that bits donations are nowhere near as common as subscribers. It was reported that Twitch generated $185 million from in-app purchases. I'm not sure if this includes subscribers and bits together, or if it's just bits and other microtransactions like badges, gift cards, and the loot cave. Either way, we are learning that at best, Twitch is generating roughly $750 million from subs and in-app purchases, or at worst, $185 million. Regardless of what the real numbers are, we know that without a doubt, Twitch could never survive on just paid subscribers and in-app purchases, which means that likely the $2+ billion in revenue they generated in 2022, pretty much it comes from advertising and brand partnerships. The problem with this is advertisements are destroying the viewer experience.
I met some new streamers on Twitter, and he was like, "Oh, I'm streaming," and I couldn't go to sleep. It was like 5 o'clock in the morning. When I seen his post, it was 5 o'clock. I checked at 6. When I went in there, he was streaming, and he was playing games, and that's the first time I really got a chance to like talk to him. You know, we only talk once or twice on Twitter. So was talking to him, and he's a partner streamer. He's a partner streamer. He doesn't have the big viewership, but he's a partner streamer. And in an hour, I think I seen maybe, I want to say almost like between 15 to like 20 commercials. It was ridiculous. It wasn't even like every 30 minutes or every 24 minutes. It was one point where I had to see 4 commercials. It was like boom, boom, boom. Came back, was like, okay, I'm back. So we started talking. 3.5 minutes later, I got hit with 4 more commercials. And I'm like, he's saying that it's preset. I was like, I understand that, but this is ridiculous. Like, you can't even enjoy there's not even an experience to be built off of that because of how frequently these commercials are coming across.
Creators have a terrible revenue split with Twitch, which has led to a near 10% decrease in average viewership and watch time for the past 2 years. We all know how annoying ads can be, besides when I do them, because today's video is sponsored by Aura. Have you ever Googled your name and seen yourself on one of those strange sites that has way too much information about you? It feels pretty weird. I'd rather have that stuff not available to just anyone who's looking for it. Data brokers are making so much money selling your information to robocallers and spammers. Luckily, Aura can find the data brokers that are sharing your information. And these brokers are legally required to remove your information if you ask them, but they make it very difficult to do so. That's where Aura comes in and submits opt-out requests on your behalf. You can try Aura for free for 2 weeks using my link, aura.com/PatrickCC. Aura also does so much more to protect you: antivirus, VPN, password manager, identity theft protection, credit monitoring, and much more. And the best part is you get everything at one affordable price.
Interesting. This is the first time I've seen an actual ad on YouTube where I'm like, I'm going to try this because my information is on the black market. I know it is because I get called by scammers, like actual scammers from other countries, trying to get my information. My email tries to get hacked all the time. I was like, it happens all the time. But I know me and my nephew are both information are both on the black market.
Or protect you and keep your information safe online. You can let people continue to exploit you and profit off your private information, or you can go to aura.com/PatrickCC to start your 2-week free trial. Link in the description. Thanks,
Okay.
Aura. On an average Twitch stream, a viewer will get a minimum of 3 minutes of advertisements per hour. However, in late 2022, Twitch announced the rollout of the Ads Incentive Program, where they encourage streamers to run 8 to 10 minutes of ads per hour. Multiple minutes of ads being displayed consecutively will result in viewers either leaving the platform or clicking off to another streamer. The only problem is every time you click on a new stream, you will get hit with another non-skippable 30-second ad. There is no way to skip the ads. There is no way to escape the ads, and there is no way to rewind the stream and see what you just missed. This has led to a near 10% decrease in hours watched and average viewers from 2021 to 2022. Both of those metrics are also down in 2023 by 5%. Simply put, there are too many ads on Twitch, but that's a good thing for the company, right? Well, not exactly. Twitch does not have an immense amount of data on who their viewers are because there isn't a whole lot to do on the platform to track it. Think about YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. In just a few minutes, you will be exposed to a large variety of different niches, and you are actively pressing the
Variety, Twitch. Variety. Not the top 10%. Variety.
The like button or stopping to engage with the content. The amount of specific information you give about yourself without realizing is just data that gets organized and used to sell targeted ads to you. Because of my Instagram habits, the app knows that I like men's streetwear and accessories, skateboarding, modern furniture, rap music, and golf. So they can send me ads related to those things. All Twitch knows about me is that I watch I'm Dante a lot and that he's my favorite streamer. So they could maybe guess what I might be interested in based on what they think I'm Dante's viewers like. And because of this, most advertisers don't feel comfortable using Twitch because they don't know if they are truly selling to their target audience.
I wonder what that article says. Know your Twitch. No, your brand doesn't need a Twitch channel. I would like to know what that article is and read it. Because everybody's always said, when I first started doing YouTube, oh, you got to be on Twitch. I didn't know that about Twitch, really. This was years ago.
Are you drinking water? When you advertise on YouTube, a brand like Pampers can target as specific as 28-year-old married women that live in the eastern United States and are pregnant or just had their first child. And YouTube can run ads so that mostly viewers who fit in that category will see those ads. If Pampers went to Twitch with that target audience in mind, they would simply not know where to run the ads. The only thing that Twitch knows is that their audience is mostly men ages 13 to 35 who like video games. This eliminates a huge chunk of—
And even that is wrong because there is a large demographic of over 30 on Twitch. The oldest streamer I've seen is 64. The oldest streamer I've seen. I know there's some older than that. I know there are. There's a couple of ladies in there. Some of them call themselves grandma, and I know they're older than that. They just don't tell nobody the age.
Potential revenue because only a small amount of brands want to advertise to that audience. Energy drink brands, unhealthy snack brands, car brands, and other men's lifestyle brands love advertising on Twitch, which leads to interesting sponsorships like QT Cinderella baking a cake on a live stream, but with a Manscaped partnership that says "We save balls" on the screen. To make things worse for advertisers, every deal has to be a long conversation with the ad sales team at Twitch. Back and forth emails, phone calls, contracts, a process that takes forever. But any brand or individual can simply go to YouTube, click start advertising, and run a campaign without ever talking to anyone. Twitch will never be a real competitor if they don't figure out a way to get more reliable data on their users and create a programmatic ad system so brands can sell to their audience without relying on communication with a Twitch employee. And because of their inability to produce substantial revenue, they hired internal leadership who would shift the focus away from creators and towards driving profits. The senior vice president of global creators, Constance Knight, created a new initiative: cut costs, cut costs, cut costs. Every decision over the course of her tenure was fully based on how it was going to increase company profits, which isn't necessarily her position since she is the head of global creators. Therefore, the needs of creators were constantly being ignored. In one specific—
So you're the person, huh? Interesting. If you do not frequent Twitch, so much has happened since 2019. I mean, so much. And now that I know that her focus has been on something totally different and not creators, it makes sense why there was such an outcry for help and we just weren't getting it.
Example, Knight said that burnout was not a valid reason for creators to not meet contractual obligations.
So your mental health was not a good reason? If you don't create content, you have no idea how stressful, how tiring, how depleting creating content and trying to bolster your channel and be on multiple platforms and trying to figure out how to take one piece of content and make it into 10 pieces of content. Work for multiple things. It takes work. It takes time. It takes a team. And if you don't have that team, like for most of my content I do on Ready Set Geek or Nonfiction page, it's just me. That's why I don't get that many videos out like I used to. Life happens. So that's just
If you don't know, most of Twitch's top creators have contracts directly with the platform where they're being paid essentially a salary or hourly rate to stream exclusively on the platform. These contracts require them to stream anywhere from 70 to 100 hours per month, which is roughly 3 hours per day or 4 hours per day if you want the weekends off. But the VP was not letting creators use burnout, or basically them being unmotivated to stream, as a valid excuse to not meet their monthly stream requirements, which led...
How about she streams for 2-3 months in a row, pushing 100 to 115 hours, 120 hours, and then you tell me you don't feel burnout?
Twitch employees feeling like the company was losing its way. 12 Twitch employees had gone to HR or logged complaints with their superiors overnight. 5 had left the company citing night as a reason. Now, some of you watching could never be convinced that sitting at a computer and playing video games could become a stressful or an annoying job in any way, shape, or form. But at the end of the day, it still is a job, and anyone can burn out from any job that they do every single day for years.
When your job is based on numbers, it's not even based on the game you play. It's based on numbers. So not for somebody like myself who's a small content creator, I might have had at one point, 15,000 followers on Twitch, but I got lucky, you know what I'm saying? But even then, I never really had a big viewership. Never had a big viewership. So in that situation, somebody like XQC, who averages probably like 40 to 60,000 people watching him on any given day that ends in Y, if there's ever a drop that messes with your psyche, messes with your mind, like, okay, why people stop watching me? Is it the game I'm playing? Or is it because I'm not playing the game I played last week? Or there's a brand that wants you to play a certain game because it's a new game, you have the beta or the alpha, they want you to play it. So you play that beta or that alpha, and all of a sudden your average viewership goes from 60,000 to 15,000. Now, you're supposed to play that game for a certain amount of time. That hurts your pockets. It doesn't hurt Twitch, it hurts your pockets, because at the end of the day, you get paid on your advertising, which is based on the number of viewers. You also get paid on subscription, and if people aren't happy with what you're playing, they're less likely to subscribe, they're less likely to give donos, they're less likely to give bits or whatever. So it affects you. And then when you're constantly thinking, okay, I have to have this amount of numbers to make this amount of money, to make sure I can pay my rent, to pay my mortgage, to pay my car note, to pay for my kids' daycare, to pay for my kids' schooling, you have to everything. All that stuff become part of your equation. Just like when you go to regular work. When you go to regular work, you have to make sure you work the same amount of hours to make sure you can take care of the same amount of bills. And the same thing with content creators. And for people that don't think content creation is stressful, it's stressful as hell. When 3 strikes can eliminate my channel without an explanation, even though I'm doing a lot, me and a bunch of people are doing some of the similar content, but I'm the one that's being signaled out. Or on Twitch, you get a DMCA and don't know why, because they don't explain it. You get kicked off the platform for 3 days and they don't tell you why. That shit's stressful. Excuse my language.
Another previous Twitch employee took to YouTube to state how they feel about the company.
Twitch doesn't care about creators.
No, they really
Twitch
don't.
cares about looking like they care about creators. Everything Twitch has done for the last 4 years has been with the goal of feeling like they understand and care.
Although this could seem like an employee who is just upset about being fired, Twitch has shown time and time again that no matter how large of a creator you are, they will take you down, even at your highest moment. Kai Cenat, a creator who only just started streaming in February of 2021, dominated Twitch in all of 2022. He reached the very rare milestone of 100,000 subscribers, which made him the #1 most subscribed creator at that time. This prompted him to do a subathon, which was a 24/7, 28-day-long non-stop stream in February 2023 to try and break the record for earning the most subscribers on Twitch in a single month. That record was previously held by Ludwig at 282,000. Not only did Kai break it, he demolished it, peaking at 306,621 all-time subscribers.
Do you know that when he did this, Twitch didn't even say anything right away? Like when Myung broke her record for female streamers, they was on her. When Ludwig broke his, they was on him quick and super quick. Said they posted stuff on Twitter, post stuff on their platform. When he did it, it was like radio silence.
It was reported that he earned Twitch $10 million, while Kai only received a $2 million payout. These numbers were false, and Kai did not appreciate the narrative.
Twitch made $15 to $20 million on Kai Cenat and Kai only brought about 2 million back to the. Bro, where y'all getting these numbers from? Where are these numbers coming from? Because now it's a narrative that I'm just a black man who's getting used for millions and millions of dollars.
Kai breaking the sub record was huge news, covered by publications like the BBC and Bloomberg, and most of us would assume that Twitch would do anything to boost Kai up. After all, he made history on their platform. At the very least, they would try to use this amazing moment.
You see the numbers? He destroyed the record by almost, was it 20,000? 20,000?
To show the world what wonderful opportunities there are for creators on Twitch. They could squeeze out more press with Kai and do campaigns to get more people or brands interested in live streaming. But no, instead, they sent him a $100 pair of sneakers and banned him from their platform.
I also think it has a part to do with,
It better be a contract in there. I'm
gonna keep it quiet.
Congratulations, Kai, on your huge accomplishment. We are so proud of you, Laura, Anna, and all of your friends at Twitch.
Unfortunately, there was...
You got him shoes. He broke a record and you got him shoes. Yeah, those are cool. It's his King of Twitch, his team's logo. That's cool. But if that's it, you could have got him a plaque with his picture on there saying King of Twitch, something that, and then do like a short video of talking about him, promote it to all over Twitch, put it on your other platforms, talk about him. You could have used him to promote to other brands and get the brands to come over.
There's no contract in that package. Twitch did not see enough value in Kai to offer him a streaming contract. Or they are making a very strategic business move. Twitch is very top heavy, meaning the top creators are making all of the money. Only 5% of Twitch streamers made over $1,000 in 2021, and 50% of all of their revenue comes from 1% of their creators. Kai became a 1%er without getting an exclusive contract, which means Twitch is profiting immensely off him. It seems like they are not giving him a paid contract because they don't think he will leave.
If I was Kai, I would tell my followers, stop subscribing and just send a donation. We'll pick a day out the month, 2 days out the month, the 1st and the 15th. You guys send it on the 1st, you guys send yours on the 15th every month. Don't do it through Twitch. They'll learn then.
The largest audience and main financial vehicle is on Twitch, and if it was up to them, they wouldn't give streamers contracts to begin with. They want to get to a point where they aren't as reliant on the top 1% of creators. So if someone leaves the platform, they will be just fine. YouTube has 600 creators with over 10 million subscribers. If 20% of those people stopped creating, YouTube wouldn't be hurting financially. Eventually those creators will be replaced, but Twitch 1%ers can't be replaced as quickly or as easily. Maybe Kai is a...
The reason why Twitch won't be able to do it is because Twitch pushes specific people forward, and it's always going to be that way. Everybody knows it. Everybody sees it. Because there's some content creators from all over the world that should be on that front page consistently because of how good they are at what they do.
Transitional point for Twitch as a company to see if they can keep 1% talent without paying them additional money. Just a few short weeks after they sent him the sneakers, Kai Cenat announced he was banned from the platform on April 17th. How could they possibly ban the #1 creator on the site? Nobody knew the reason why, but it prompted support from people like Kyrie Irving and Nicki Minaj. Yeah. We later found out that Twitch told Kai it was from a GTA clip where he promoted simulated sexual activity. This was the clip.
Come on. 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh my God! My boss!
He pretended like he was receiving services from a fake woman in
a fake game.
A video game. Meanwhile, there's a ton of real borderline sexual activity on that website, let alone simulated. Twitch is just reminding him that he, no matter how big he is, will not be able to break the rules. And everyone knows Twitch's terms of service are extremely unclear. In 2019, Brazilian Twitch streamer Gabriel Baptista received a suspension because he showed a Pink Floyd poster during his broadcast. Faria was banned for wearing gym clothes that Twitch claimed looked like lingerie. Deller was banned for smashing a keyboard over his head. And Dr. Disrespect was banned for, well, they never told him why. Sadly, Kai's ban is just one of an extremely long list of incredibly stupid bans that Twitch has given out and will continue to in the future. So with Twitch continuously making the wrong decisions when it comes to profits, employees, and creators, is competition a real threat to their company? Recently, the live streaming platform Kick
100%.
has made some noise after their $30 million plus deal where they exclusively acquired Aiden Ross. Kick works and looks exactly almost like Twitch. The main difference is that they have a much more lenient terms of service. Streamers can gamble, say and do just about anything they want without getting banned, and the biggest thing is that they are offering creators a 95% cut of their subscriber revenue. Jared FPS, a Kick streamer, highlighted his Kick earnings at $3,800 for 800 subscribers, which would be about $2,000 on Twitch. However, I don't think this is going to be enough to really compete with Twitch. Think about all of the problems I highlighted in this video. Kick is going to have to deal with all of those same problems, but more importantly with advertisers, they will be targeting the same niche as Twitch, but with less censorship and more risque content, advertisers will feel even less comfortable than they already do with Twitch. But the biggest problem is, Kick is built on Amazon IVS. Remember when Twitch said it was too expensive to run Twitch on IVS? Well, Kick uses the same infrastructure. The difference is, Kick is likely paying at least 20 to 50% more than Twitch is to keep their business operating. So in a way, no matter how successful Kick gets, they will be paying millions, if not billions, to Amazon, who could use that money to fund Twitch. Now, YouTube gaming, or their live streaming sector, could very well be a threat. The worst part about YouTube is that the live streaming experience is just not as good. The chat is chaotic and hard to read. You can't look at chat logs, which makes it really hard to moderate. The raid feature is terrible. The discovery page for live streamers actually looks like they don't update it. And they lack many of the small features that make Twitch streaming more dynamic and more fun. Yet even with all of those downsides, YouTube still holds nearly 15% market share in the live streaming space. So why is YouTube a threat? It's very simple. YouTube has 2.5 billion monthly active users compared to Twitch's 140 million. YouTube has a strong and reliable ad revenue system, which generated $29 billion last year. Plus, they are offering 70-30 splits for streamers. And if you build a following up as a streamer on YouTube, you now have a whole YouTube channel that you can post regular videos on. You just built yourself 2 assets at one time. Most Twitch streamers have to post clips of their streams on YouTube in order to grow. And even still, the translation is not that great, and they end up being more popular on YouTube. If YouTube just got their live streaming page to operate exactly like Twitch or Kick, which wouldn't really be that hard for them, it wouldn't make any sense for small streamers to use Twitch. 1% streamers like Hassan and XQC wouldn't immediately jump ship, or maybe never, because they already have a huge following. At the same time, everybody has a price. Nobody thought Ludwig would switch platforms, but he did. So why hasn't YouTube tried to take over? Especially since I claim it'll be so easy for them.
I think YouTube is trying to be strategic without jumping too quick, because they're waiting to see how fast or how hard Twitch is going to fall. And I think Twitch is bracing for YouTube or Kick to take over. They know they're not going to be number one. They know that's going to change because of the direction they're going. They're hoping, like he said, that 1%ers are just going to stay without contracts. But the fact that you can actually make more on both platforms compared to Twitch, there's going to be a good amount of jumping ship. But for somebody like myself who I've streamed on YouTube, I've streamed on Trovo, I've streamed on Twitch, I've streamed on Facebook. Well, I've been a part of Facebook streams that friends have done, and I have not streamed on Kick, but I've been on Kick, and it's the same UI as Twitch, so it's nothing different. But YouTube just has to make a few changes, like, and some of it is like minuscule stuff. They just make a few changes, and it's a wrap. It is a legit wrap because the people can move over and feel comfortable moving over.
Maybe they just don't see live streaming as a worthwhile business investment. Think about everything I mentioned in this video. All the hurdles, all the expenses, all the bans, moderation, discoverability issues, creator contracts, advertiser uncertainty. Maybe YouTube thinks that live streaming will never be as profitable as video on demand, film, sports entertainment, and music streaming.
I understand where he's going, but I think YouTube's already kind of, with their advertising, they're set in stone the way they have their contracts. They don't have to worry about what Twitch has to worry about. And the TOS for YouTube, it's not straightforward, but it's straightforward to the point where people who Twitch know the thing they know they can't do half the stuff they did on Twitch. And I don't. I just automatically I just flip the switch. But I do understand kind of what he's saying.
Maybe live streaming will always be considered a niche subgenre of the entertainment industry. Until YouTube sees a bar packed full of people paying a $10 cover to watch Hassan debate Aiden Ross or Kai Cenat and 21 Savage react to Drake memes, they probably won't even bother. So what should Twitch do? Well, they definitely need to figure out a middle ground with ads. They need advertisers to pay the bills, and we as viewers understand that. Maybe a feature could be implemented that allows viewers to skip an ad or two just in case they pop up at a crucial time in the stream. Maybe even a feature that allows viewers to watch ads for a reward, or uninterrupted ad time when there's some...
Okay, so that's funny. They used to have that. So on the bits section, you could actually watch an ad and you would get bits to use on the channels. And it wasn't just for that specific channel. You can watch ad on any channel and you can use the bits you would get kind of be in the bank, and you can use those bits to cheer to different streamers. Whatever happened, for whatever reason, they took that away. We're watching commercials voluntarily. Now, like, they're forcing it to us.
Downtime in somebody's stream. Kind of like how mobile games will allow you to watch an ad for a reward. Or you could exchange personal survey information for less ads. It's invasive, but hey, they're going to try to do that anyway. And after they improve their ad system, just keep the 70-30 revenue split with all creators, big or small. Most platforms provide a better split than that, so that's the least they can do. Also, more clarity and consistency when it comes to streamer bans seems like a very fair ask. Just tell people why they were banned in detail. Timestamp it, provide a clip.
The ban for Doc is one of like the great mysteries of Twitch, because he knows now. I think he learned last year why with his lawyers, but who knows? You know, it could be just him, you know, conjuring up drama to keep everything fresh. You know what I'm saying? The more people that come and support, more money you make in the long run with advertisers and brands.
Every single time someone is banned, it should be the same process. Most importantly, they need to improve discoverability for small/medium-sized creators. Twitch streamers relying on YouTube or TikTok to gain a following is absolutely ludicrous. Twitch is way too reliant on the 1%ers, and they're way too reliant on other platforms. Ultimately, I want to see Twitch win, and the streaming community wants to see them win as well. I think live streamers are incredibly underrated in terms of their entertainment value and ability to hold an audience for hours on end. But if they don't make these critical improvements, and YouTube just decides to invest $1 billion into making YouTube gaming a fierce competitor, I think Twitch could be on the verge of going out of business 5 to 10 years down the line.
Because I've experienced a lot of what he's talking about. The disconnect between the Twitch staff and the streamers themselves, like oh my god, the culture of Twitch has changed so much. Now the community of Twitch, the streamers and their communities, those are still doing well for the most part. The community of the entire thing. Now that with the staff of Twitch, it's not the same. Ever since more and more suits have moved into the positions and less of gamers who have become Twitch staff over the years from the beginning have left, or more and more that have left, it has changed so much where it became about the dollar and not the creator. It became about the brand companies and not the creators. It became about the brands themselves and the ads and not the viewer. If you are on Twitch and that's the only place you're on, you don't feel represented at all. You don't feel represented at all. And you also feel like Twitch doesn't generally care. You know what I'm saying? You feel like they don't care. And even if you watch, you know, XQC's reaction, if you watch this video, which I'll put a link in the description, watch XQC's. I'm curious as to what he would say compared to the video. If he will speak truth to it, or he'll kind of subtly talk about it, but not too much in depth, because he is in the 1%. He makes Twitch a lot of money. It's sad because I've had a lot of great memories on Twitch, and me and my partner Zach, we actually started Real Fan Sports on this YouTube channel and Twitch at the same time, and we were doing stuff back and forth to the point where Twitch actually really was trying to mess with us, but because we needed to grow our YouTube presence, we couldn't do both at the same time because they don't do restream. Now, if it was YouTube, you can do restream and they don't care. Well, they still get their ads regardless. I understood back in the day when Twitch first started, or when Amazon first took over Twitch, and they're trying to keep that proprietary information, or just that proprietary, just their lock on their content creators. But now with the fact that content creators need YouTube, they need TikTok, they need Instagram, they need Twitter, some even need Kick, or Facebook. The fact that they need that, and you're taking away the income that they can make, allow them to branch out to other platforms. If you allow them to do it, then they have no reason to leave to the other platforms. Because part of the reason why some creators will come here is because then they can do a restream and stream to everybody else. Or on Twitch, what they would do is remove their monetization status. If you remove your monetization status, then you can restream to anybody. You can go stream on Twitch, and then for a stream on there for an hour, and then an hour later, go stream on YouTube or wherever else. But you can't stream at the same time. But the idea of that he's saying self-sabotage, I don't think he's wrong at all. I think he's very right, very on par. We used to talk about this a lot in Discord. Link down below. We talk about this a lot in Discord with other content creators. Just the idea, like, when is it gonna happen? That's the question. When is it gonna happen? Because we all know it's going to happen. We just don't know when. Because Twitch is still the top dog when it comes to the number of streamers. Now you saw what it said, the viewership and how much money is made on viewership. They're not winning that battle. They're not winning that battle. Because when it comes to the ad revenue, YouTube is killing it. YouTube is killing it. Kick is starting to kill it, but like you said, Kick is on their platform. They run the same type of system. Their terms of service aren't that far off. They've actually tightened the term of service quite a bit in the last month. So just imagine if Kick blows up and 400,000 streamers leave Twitch to go to Kick. They do lose on some revenue, but they make it back on the back end with having to be the curators and the creators of the mainframe that runs Kick. So they make it back. So they're saving money because they're not stressing to get everybody's stream to at least 720p. So I don't know, man. It'll be interesting to see what happens. It'll be interesting to see how this works out. But for right now, thank you guys for watching the channel. There'll be a link in the description once again for Patrick's video. But I appreciate you. I love you guys. Hope you have a wonderful day, night, evening, morning, noon, wherever you are in the world today. My name is NONPFIXION. This is Ready Set Geek. Thank you for pressing play, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace, love. I'm out, y'all. Peace out. Good job.